in the basement. And then run out of the basement. It's so hot. I'm not turning the lights on for this. It is way too hot for this. No, not throttle stop. I need the. There we go. Do we need save states like as backup for this? No. Don't miss anything is the correct answer. I like that. I like that strategy. There are two important notes for Yonoid. Don't miss the thing and don't miss the thing. Oh man, Ant. Ant already live. We'll we'll get back to you, Ant. Promise. We have to get this in because tomorrow it might actually happen. Because it's being bumped around if we're gonna schedule it. So. This is actually the correct emulator, isn't it? No, it's not. Okay. So Yonoid has a checkered past. I don't know. It's Yonoid. It's the Domino's pizza game. The first level is actually let's not get bopped here. The first level is actually completely different, or rather, they moved where it's on like a tropical island or a treasure island looking thing, and then they moved it to to these docks. You know what? I delayed it, so we'll just do that. So, it was interesting is that the pizza contest at the end of every odd-numbered level is not that there is a eating contest at the end of the Japanese version as well. Just they branded it. Notice that despite the fact that this is branded by Domino's Pizza, that I guess the pizzeria that we're trying to save from I don't even know, man. But there's no, it's open, and it just says pizza. Like this, they really Domino's. I'm not sure got their money's worth. So, but anywho, so there's different power-ups, and it's basically just the difference between the two, between how many you pick and how many they pick. And we lost 15 seconds because if you wish to run this game, you basically have to manip literally everything because it's based, I believe, on your score, and that determines what pizzas you have, what pizzas they pick, and what their board is. So you basically want to try to find some pattern and play the game perfectly on the later levels to not have to worry about it. And this game is a bit rude because literally the second level of the game is here's ice physics and platforms that break apart. Because they could, I guess. There are spells in this game, which are kind of cool, a little Ninpo action. The Blizzard spell is the best spell. You'll notice throughout the game that a number of the more annoying enemies take several hits to get rid of. Or they have a weak point, like it's not their head and something. There are different power-ups that all the power-ups are used at the end of every odd level. They carry over. The game sometimes loses them, but loses count. But for the most part, it matches. But some speedrunners have remarked that that it's inconsistent. At times, you just end up with more X2s, and all they do is the X2 doubles the number of pizzas in a round. You saw us use that already. And later on, you're going to see us. We just got an X3. This is a warp. We had to jump into space. And looking out for the moles here because it reduces our time. But it's just whack-a-mole. The hockey guys are worth 1 point. The goalies are worth 1. This is totally up Junkyard Dave's alley. It's got hockey in it. I think that qualifies. But yeah, so There are two other upgrades, the exclamation points. One of them is pepper. Well, they're both called pepper by the game, but one is like Tabasco sauce, and we got some lag there. Go this way. I don't know what's happening here. A little bit of lag. Yep. So the wow, this is really bad. Let's just go this way and not get bopped. Try to play it safe there. So you can ollie on top of enemies in this level. Anytime we have a vehicle, for whatever reason, this vehicle we actually have invulnerability in, maybe it's because the first one they tried to be nice. But we're sort of like going through Central Park. The original game gets reskinned from being like on an island that I think kids are trapped on and you're somehow rescuing them, I guess. Something like that. But they do make this nasty jump at the end of the level, and like every good platformer on the NES, there's no hit points. It's one hit, go back to the end of back to the start of the level. If you lose the pizza eating contest, you go back to the start of the level. It's that rough. As every time we do another pizza eating contest, it adds 2 to our goal. If we fill up our goal of pizzas, we win basically, and are allowed to go to the next level. If we somehow lose, you can lose by them filling up their allotment of 18 pizzas more than you. Not picking a pizza in time, or being, I think, no, if they run out of pizzas, it doesn't matter if they're ahead. The game ends because they're out of pizzas. I think if you both run out of pizzas simultaneously, so there's like little nuances and edge cases they actually coded for, which is kind of neat. But basically, if you have the pepper, it cancels out their round. For the first one, the table pepper, I guess we'll call it. We do not miss the X3 in this level, because if we miss the X3, we're toast. Absolutely toast. The Pizza Crusher making its one and only appearance in this game. Making sure I did. There it is. Making sure we didn't miss anything today. We wanted to go high there because these platforms have a tendency to not spawn, but this is pretty easy rhythm. Make sure you're good and clear on the edge of the platform. This game is really tight on platforms sometimes. But the thing that we want is right here. That X3 is so important, you have no idea. If we don't get that, it's basically game over. Because we're going to go to the sewer level, and by the time you've messed it up, it's just over. I don't know why I was hitting those, you don't need to. So what the balloons do, they're really weird. They turn into like iron balls. I don't ask questions, is how this game works. Like, we're the Noid jumping on skyscrapers. We missed our power up there. Gotta be very careful here at the end, but easy enough we make it. Even numbered level. We go to the next level. So now we go to the sewer, which is a little bit of a break, so that the super yo-yo just clears the screen. And it doesn't cost nearly as much power as some of the other power-ups have. See if we get a pepper here in case we need it. That one's like the fastest way for us to clear around. Like if he picks like 4 pizzas and it's like too much for us. The star is just like Mario. It makes us invulnerable. Part of the issue though is you saw how we have to just kind of hit like Kaizo block to find the hidden power-ups, particularly the good ones. Almost got clipped there. I think I'm off of frame here, so I'm just going to be safe. But yeah, so we can't easily get. I think it either despawns or, of course, you cannot shoot your yo-yo while you're invulnerable. So you can't get any of the hidden power-ups basically. Nor would you want to go back to shoot your yo-yo because there's just like an X3 at the end or something. But we really need this X3 right now. Otherwise, this round is just basically unwinnable. In any short order. But as you can see, if you want a great time in this, like you can easily lose 5 to 10 minutes just dorking around on Pizza Game. And you really need them to pick a 1, of course, and then use your triple. Hopefully you get a 4. Rarely do you get a 4 in this. See, this is a bad one, so we're going to use the table pepper, and that just makes him skip the round. And that's it. So we get out of this level, and we go to the Boat level, which is probably the worst level in the game. Probably. I'd say probably, because it is. This one's it has like a rhythm section to it. There's the first part, which is kind of disjointed. It's sort of like the Animaniacs on the SNES, where we have to like touch on little canoes that move and then jump, and then there's fish trying to attack us. And basically, any point that you lose the rhythm of what you're trying to do, you hesitate. You kind of just have to wait. It's also a really long level, so see, like, you see this guy, he spawns, he gets in the way, the bees. Everything has a different pattern in this level too, and then they decide to shoot cannonballs at us. That frog, for whatever reason, only takes one hit. The frog later is just immune to everything. Certain frames of that animation can get you. I don't know, I'm being so hesitant here, I'm talking about the level too much. Being way too careful. But the good news is as long as you're kind of pushing the screen, this is a great spot to accidentally hit the power-up, which causes your yo-yo to retract. By the way, in the I believe it's a bird, you have like a albatross or something that you throw at enemies. That's why they decided to make it more American, question mark, by giving our friend here the traditional Mike Jones. There is a warp there, Mike Jones yo-yo. There's a warp there if you want to take it, but each time you take the warp, it actually takes more time in this level. Oh wow, we flipped everything there. That guy's invulnerable. I don't know why, but he's invulnerable. I did not do this correctly, so we're going to have to be patient. This is bad. Okay, pause. Okay, got it. It's very important to not hesitate at all in that section, because otherwise something bad happens. We lose 2 minutes, that's what happens. Alright, so now we got that X3. It's absolutely vital for what comes next. I don't know why it says hot dog. So this is, of course, your average. Every game's got to have it, right? We got the side-scroller level. I messed this up, but let's get it anyways. The triple. Big jump. And now we get to see our first cool new power-up, where we turn into a ninja, I guess. He doesn't turn into one. This guy turns into one. And now we turn into the ninja suit, which gives us basically double the speed, double the jump power or something. And it's so we can get to that immediately. The timing of us using that was important because there's a glitch. The game considers on the first frame of the next level that you still have that suit, which will let us glitch the speed in the next level. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's random, but it is a one-frame thing, so good luck. We want to get rid of that. We need to actually get more guys. This is going really poorly. Okay, don't hit the other mole. Let's just make sure we're safe. Don't hit that. They'll all laugh. If you hit the bomb, you basically get frozen in place for a good amount of time. I need more here. Alright, we got it. So each mole knocks off about like 2 seconds off your time. See, we didn't really gain or lose much time there. So now we need to spam this A button. This is the first of 2 rocket belt levels, and because we're in a vehicle, we might have gotten it. No, I don't think we did. Basically, if you manage to get the super jets, you will go about 15 seconds faster in the level. Waiting for that, I don't know why. Very close. It's the hitbox on this level is kind of wonky. For some reason, now they start throwing fans at you. This, like I said, this level's wacky. We don't need to do any of that. Oh, I did that. I'm supposed to go low there. I got an extra X2. Notice that this level is also very long. I made a mistake there. I was just gonna... Oh boy, that was weird. I really think this controller needs to be replaced. We've been trying to do the manips on Bokuzuka Wars, and it's been interesting. But we definitely didn't get the glitch, because that was way too hard. Yeah, we didn't gain 10 seconds, even though I think it was already in my run. Hard to tell. Hard to tell when you're just trying to focus. So now we go to the city. And I guess our first stop is the slums or a haunted house? I don't even know. I really don't know. But the can is going to attack us. We got rats dropping skulls. I don't know what part of New York this is. There's spider webs. There's more bats. It's more like Spelunker. Jump this guy. And now, of course, we're not copying Mario at all. We have to have thwomps. I guess I waited too long here. Oh, got clipped. Nervous start there. Try this again. So the good news is in this is that unless you really mess up, like, you don't get to keep the ninja suit between levels for whatever reason. Except for that little glitch. But it was really important that we jumped that. Because then he doesn't do that what he did before. I'm just going to get rid of him. I don't know why we're having such trouble. Alright, wasted way too much time, but you know what? Let's not screw this up. So this level's actually way longer. Make sure we don't fall. So this one, of course, if you fall down, even though you're allowed to go back to the left in this game, if you fall down, it won't let you advance the screen back down, or you just fall. Alright, so now we get another bonus level. And this is, I believe, the last warp. Each warp you take increases the minimum required to advance. Oh, goodness. Oh, yeah, and holding down A... Oh, we only got 3 there. That's bad. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit safe here, just because I missed the beginning. This is the tightest one. If you didn't notice, it's almost the same pattern every time. Okay, we got this. Easy. But it was never in doubt. So now, after the slums, I guess we're just going to go to the bad part of town, where everyone, I guess, is drunk, or like, I don't know. The whole theme of beer bottles being thrown at you continues. I don't know if this is just somebody's terrible past. I don't know. You know? Oh no, I almost got hit. I'm talking to it. So this one is very much a rhythm section where you want to continue to hold right almost all of the time, because these guys throw either down or on a diagonal. These could be jumped in stride. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Go back. I just don't want to get bopped here. I really don't. I really don't want to get bopped today, so this is mine now. We already got bopped on one level. Let's not get bopped again. So we're going to jump 2 more garbage cans, and then there's this brick thrower. Make sure you get rid of him, because he's really annoying and he screws everything up. Good news is the rest of the level's over now. He's going to start. I think we go to a pizza contest at this point. This is at the end of the construction level. I'm so thankful that they made the stars. No, we go to the construction level. So this one's, all of a sudden we're going to go outside of a factory. Now, we will go in it, but I have no idea what this has to do with any of the context of saving pizza. Like, actually saving pizza. Make sure you get that 3x, it's very important. Oh, busted. It's bad, right? Isn't this what we need? Okay, cool. I don't know. I messed everything up by falling on that platform. I did it again, yeah. Don't fall on that platform. Okay, let's stop messing up. Good news is, so when you get bopped in this game, you lose your... that is how we've been screwing this up. Got it. Oh, well, we've now learned. We've now learned how I've messed this up. You got to get that on the jump, and you can't slow down. This is one of the few levels where that's... You missed it. Yeah. Just triple block. Let's go. Yeah, I think it actually runs out of blocks, too. But at any rate, we got it done. Let's keep going. What a disaster. One day we'll get it right, huh? Another set of enemies that don't, We are going to use up our magic power on this level. Remember, the blizzards remove projectiles, and there's basically 2 sections that are just outright terrible. Sure, I didn't have to. I didn't want to use that early. It's very easy in this game because it's down in B to do that. Very easy in this game to accidentally use it. Oops. No, I guess we're just going to get popped that way. But it's nice that this game is pretty generous about free dudes. At least there's that. Alright, so now we make the pizza contest. We have all the triples, so hopefully this is not intensely terrible. You'll notice that now our opponent has way too many pizzas. So they're gonna get peppered here. We're hoping that they pick the 1. 5 is worse. Alright, so you're gonna get to see the red hot sauce. So you get 0 for the round, but they lose. I guess they puke 5 of their pizzas. Or they get sick. I don't know. Like I said, this game defies lots of rules of logic, and also I don't think you have too many people you know that shotgun a pizza regularly. I mean, this is what they do, I guess, every 2 levels. That'd be a terrible charity marathon. Now we're going to. We're gonna shotgun pizzas every other level of Noid, in sync with the game. It's kind of like the Pink Floyd thing with Wizard of Oz. There you go. But all right, so now we're gonna go inside of the factory that I still don't know has anything to do with pizza. I think on the original game, I think we're gonna go like, you know, we're gonna go defeat a boss and like save the kids or something, even though there's still boss. The boss's contest. Super Saiyan power contest. Ooh, we gotta die and redo this. That's bad. Redo everything. It's all messed up. Good news is you get enough free dudes in this, but that was all kinds of bad. The good news is we'll have enough superpower for the rest of the game. That's important. Don't know why I'm grabbing things. Oh, here's the star. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get caught. So we actually get to go a little bit faster by going on top of the conveyor belts, as you've seen. I think we were supposed to use the power-up, whatever. We'll save it for the critical level in a moment here, where all good things come to an end. So there are 2 levels now left in the game. We will have a pizza eating contest at the conclusion of this level. But this is basically where the difficulty gets cranked up to 70 million for no reason at all. Just literally no reason at all. Oh, we got bopped, so now we gotta do it the hard way. Bummer. 5 dudes. Alright. I got caught on one of the stairs and all the timing got messed up. Oh my goodness. So you can knock out the plants, and for whatever reason... yeah, so we have these sewing machines? I don't even know. They shoot gears. All of the jumps are now basically Holy Diver-esque one-shot silliness. One pixel wide. Your jumps have to be perfect. And you have to actually jump into the despawn to make it work. And then this one is the worst. Whoops. Hey, game. You have to lure it. Have to know that it takes 2 shots. And then if you thought we were done with silliness, he's going to run after you, and if he touches you with his massive hitbox, you're toast. But now, I mean, it was almost more impressive to see that done with having lost the ninja suit. Because it makes the whole level completely trivial, as long as you don't get clipped or get stuck somewhere. There was a power upgrade there for an X3. The game loves to clip you there into the abyss below. Now we should be safe. Naturally, there's one more silly jump. There's another X2. And we get to eat some pizza. Now, because we didn't get the ninja suit, the last level is, of course, a rocket belt level. We won't be able to get the super speed, but we do get to burn all of our remaining power-ups because it's all going to reset, and the final level, they're all exposed. For whatever reason, the final boss, the Green Noid, is you get everything you need to beat him. Like, it's all right in front of you. You don't have to do anything particularly crazy in the last level. In fact, you don't have to even collect everything. You just need the what you call it? You just need the just the X3s. You need the X3s and like one X2, and then you can't win, and you'll win swiftly. All right, cool. We could be like 3 minutes ahead of our PB, but if this is like a 25-minute time, I'm pretty happy with that, because that's fine. You have to have perfect pizza games, and we did not get perfect pizza games. Right, so now we're gonna go rule the skies. So we got to get this X3, and basically the trick to this level is go as fast as you possibly can. We will have enough power-ups left to win easily, basically. It's very important that we kept going there instead of going for the item. We do need this X3 that's down here. He's going to start shooting fans at us. I don't really care. Let's get rid of him. So there's two enemies besides these bubbles that explode. Oh, this guy's going to shoot us. Whoa. And once you get past them, he kind of half despawns. He moves back once, and then he's done. And as long as you stay low and don't let him kind of bait you, just like the sewing machine things, you're good. And now you get a special message. You defeated all of my men, and now the sprite swap. It's time to eat the pizza. We'll try to go X2 here. I believe Jakku's splits for this are marked. You can't really see them because my split thing is kind of small, but they have marked off basically the number that you need, like whether you use X2 first and stuff. But they have the game completely timed out for all kinds of silliness. I guess we're just gonna we might as well eat a pizza. We have so many X2s that I believe are carried over from the previous levels. What's the waste time? But like, we might need that one. This is where this all goes horrifically wrong, because you see they picked all the worst ones. Oh, I screwed up here. I think we're actually on the wrong. I forgot to split. The split's bad. They're supposed to split going into the final boss. They have it separate. I only split when I actually lose control and don't have to do anything. That's typically how I split for games. But that's it. I will take that. That was hot. We split at the once you know you've won the game, because you don't actually have to hit any more buttons to do anything. It's just going to go to the credit roll. Maybe we will get to see the actual end game here. So this is the same end sequence as in the Japanese version, maybe with one screen exception, but obviously your sprite is different. And I guess we saved pizza, even though everyone in New York was trying to kill us. We were misunderstood the whole time. Notice again, it's a pizza shop. And there's nothing to do with Domino's. It's literally just the Noid. You get this animated screen that's kind of horrific. And we're just gonna get thrown back to the title screen, and we'll give it a hot second here to see if we actually get the crash. The crash is fantastic. But I don't know if we can get it on emulator, or just we're not fast enough to break the game, or whatever the sub 20 run does. But we'll give it a hot second, because basically it tries to play the demo and it'll all glitch out, like you need to blow the cartridge. But for whatever reason on emulator, it doesn't make the wrong call or something, or doesn't get that buffer overflow. I don't know. But there you go. That's Yo! Noid. Yeah, why don't they, Ant? But there you go. That's Yonoid. That was a really good run. I would be happy with that. Um, I don't know. We have Bokozuka Wars. I did more practice today. I have backup saves now because if it's just hot and my hands are sweaty, it I don't know. I don't know if it's the controller or me, but I did get through basically a run today and several other attempts that were basically one-off. So we should be good to at least show the game with minimal issues. But I don't know if it's just my computer lagging or what. I don't know. But that's why I was messing with my CPU stuff to make sure that. I mean, it is pretty difficult to do. The game is really laggy. Maybe my computer's being dumb. I don't know. But all the other games seem to work just fine. It's just that one's dumb. But either way, we only have like 10-15 minutes segued for it, so I just don't want to turn into a 30-minute affair of us trying to get a hot run when I think most people watching understand it's a full-minute run. So like people that never seen the game before, they get to see how the actually meat and potatoes of it, as opposed to like restarting the beginning a million times. So that and Pac-Mania is on Sunday afternoon, and at some point this weekend, I'll try to give you a heads up. But just depending on where they are in the marathon, there's a few runs that we're basically looking at squeezing in, and this Yonoid's one of them. I think it's pretty hot, and I think it fits the tooling pretty well. This was actually a really good time. I don't think it's like, stop the world crazy time, but considering that you can just lose 5 minutes on pizzas. We got bopped a couple times for a couple minutes, but I mean it slots in where the real times are on the board, so I could be happy with that. And since we died like 4 times, I think, what does that even make our to 23? That's perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. Well, then again, I might want to delete the split because I think this segment, the final pizza eating contest is not 18 seconds. That was a mistake. But that best run, so it just messed up the average. So I should just like move, basically 50 seconds have to move from one to the other. But I guess it wouldn't affect the average time though. Right now it would, because it would average each of them down way too much. So let's say it's about 24 minutes. So yeah, that puts us in the top 10. So that's pretty good. Not that anyone plays this game. Some people are crazy and play it warpless, which Late Night Retro did it in 23 minutes, which you have to do all the we skipped like 3 pizza eating contests, so there you go. That's the Yonoid. The mayor knows that. Who else could this be? The Super Yo-Yo and other inventions. All right, I'm gonna go do dinner. I'm gonna go load up your stream, man. You have a good night. I'll try to be back later.